Drivers, to your cars. Drivers, to your cars.
Welcome to the NORL Busch Bonanza Series Toyota Owners 200 from the Richmond International Raceway. Pole sitter for tonight's event is Stephen Davis, and on the outside we're going to have Zach Miller making a rare appearance in the lower series. Notables that missed the show, Trey Larkin was one spot from making the grid, has just missed out after a great run last week at Watkins Glen. Got Joel Polson and JT Armstrong on the second row. The third row, Connor Babel and who is this? That's Spike Levinson. Guess we could actually do an actual grid, couldn't we? We got a minute. Yes, that is. And then we got Bobby Farrell and Glenn Kaufman, Adam Beresford, Tex Perry, Marder Hill and Brian Lowe, Ron Stout, Rod Weston, Dave Daniels and Stephen Lowe, Philip Parker and Brian Phillips.
Drivers, start your engines!
And engines have fired down on the grid. Field forms up down the backstretch. We'll have 200 laps around Richmond tonight to determine who will get the win in our second race this season from the Speedway. Pace cars in. Starter has the flag. And we are green from Richmond. Davis jumps out for the lead right away. Gonna leave Polson and Miller fighting for second. Miller hanging tough on the outside, but Polson's got the preferred line on him. But the bottom just not working for Polson off of turn 4. Miller trying to surge ahead. And he'll settle into the second spot and go back after hunting Stephen Davis. Pretty wide action further back. Got Daniels, Weston, and Parker 3 wide in the middle of the field. Tex Perry just got moved up by Brian Lowe. Action all over the speedway in the early laps. Guys trying to roll some momentum around the high side, but it's not really working for him. Trying to get a little more sorted out a bit early in the race to be tearing up equipment. Daniels way up out of the groove. Gonna lose a handful of spots that lap. Stephen Davis trying to check out up in front. Spike going backwards here in the 47 car early. Just passed by Farrell. Kaufman's around. We've got an accident in turn 3. Kaufman and Beresford tangle. They all seem to be going, but Glenn's going to be way at the back of the field now. Caution on the speedway. Let's see if we can get an instant replay to figure out what happened there, because we only really caught the very end of it. They're going off into the corner. Beresford just turns in and Glenn's there. And that touch gets Glenn sideways and he doesn't save it. Does good not to absolutely pound the wall. He and Beresford both get some substantial contact, but they should be alright. This will be our first yellow flag period of the day. We'll see who we have heading to pit road early on. see any takers as of yet. Field's still having a little bit of trouble getting sorted out. Glenn's going to be coming in. He's a decent ways off the back of the field, though. That's how long it took everybody to get going here. Best make it a quick stop for that 54 machine, just in case, because I don't think the pace car's all that far behind the back of the field. Glenn pulls to the attention of his crew. Pace car's coming off of 4. Glenn's rolling again. He'll be just fine. Still early here in the event. 1 caution now so far. Stephen Davis has led from the go. Miller's held on to 2nd. JT's worked his way into 3rd. Top 10, rest of them would be, after Armstrong, we got Joe Paulson, Connor Babel, Bobby Farrell, Spike Levinson, Ron Stout from Alder Hill, and Adam Beresford is still scored in the top 10 after that incident. Only taker to the pits on this yellow has been Glenn Kaufman in the 54 machine. Lights still on the pace car. Will be at least 1 more lap behind the pace car here. Another look at all the cars come by single file here under yellow. Bit of damage on that one car's right side. We'll have to see if it hurts him any. Aero is not a huge factor here, but in this day and age, aero matters a little bit everywhere. I think we even saw a little bit of aero mattering earlier in the year when we were on the dirt at Bristol. Lights now out on the pace car. We will be getting the green next time around. One guy who definitely didn't want this yellow, Stephen Davis, had a nice little cushion and was looking to settle in. Yellow's going to shake all that up, get everybody right back up to him. We'll see if that lets him do anything with him here on the restart. Pace cars in. Stephen Davis in control of the field once again. Into the restart zone. And we are green again from Richmond. We can get away from Stephen Davis on that one too. There's a second camera in there, isn't there? See it transition right there. Not quite seamless. Farrell and Babel going for a bit of a tussle here for the 5th spot. And Connor's gonna lose one here. Wiggle from the 07 car there into turn 3. And put Spike Levinson all over his bumper. Spike has been strong here early. We haven't seen a run like this out of him all season. Honda's been struggling this season. There's rumors that there might be shakeups coming from Japan for this team for next season. The rumor even has that Stephen Davis' seat may not be safe. look forward to hearing more on that story and finding out what the future holds for this Honda team. And now we got 47 getting shuffled by Stout in 22. Get himself up into 7th. He had it at the line. He just needs to get the job done and move forward. Stephen Davis checking out at the front now, back up to the second lead like he had before the yellow. Spike making that high line work. Back around Stout. Tries to hold the spot. A little squirrely there into 1, maybe pushing too hard. He's got the spot now. The battle here between Beresford and Tex Perry. Just outside the top 10. Beresford looks like he's fading back a little. Tex probably going forward. He's known for being pretty good anytime he shows up in this series. All over Stephen Lowe now. Stout slides up there ahead of him. Riding on board now on the front bumper of 70. Yeah, a little bit of dragginess from a lot of these guys. They're just kind of right on line with the marks. Some of them maybe experimenting with different lines. They go into the corner, they don't stick where you think they would, but they seem to get a pretty good drive through and off. Without maybe planting at the bottom of it, expecting to see them all running. Stephen Davis is pulling away up to the second and a half on Zach Miller now. Got Molitor Hill a little bit out of the group here. Stephen Lowe's going to be thinking about a move, but not quite pushing him off the corner. Another mistake like that, though, and he'll be all over him. This whole group's kind of getting checked up. I think Connor may be holding up this little guy to the cars. Stephen Lowe slides up here a little bit. Tex is going to have a look. He's there at the bumper. Just can't do anything with him there. Didn't get the run off the corner. You need to make a move. Hold up that mirror, see if you can force another mistake. Peek to the inside, getting a little bit of clean air on the nose, filling up those mirrors. No apparent move showing itself. Comes off the bumper, let's go to the roof. I'll help us see a little bit better of this battle ahead. Got Stout and Parker fighting. Parker trying to move forward, Stout trying to move back. Maybe got his tires too hot or something. He's not making him the last couple of laps. Got to do something here. Davis is getting away. Couldn't get that job done though. Miller's going to hold on to the second spot for now. Beresford trying to make a move on Perry now. Just cannot make it stick there off of turn 4. That is really the best spot on this track for the outside line. It's on the outside of 4. You can get the gas down and get going. The guys who have pinched down cannot get into the power the same. Damage doesn't seem to be hurting Adam Beresford too bad, though. And that DoorDash Camaro looks strong still. Got York coming up behind him with Rob Scarberry. Cristiano De Sá a little bit further back. Back half of the top 10. Well, back half of the top 20, actually. We got Dave Daniels back here, Brian Lowe, Doug Spark. Running basically right in the middle of the pack, a little further forward in the middle. hoping to find a few more spots. He's back here with Ziggy. Oh, Doug didn't quite get that car to plant there. Here comes Ziggy looking for the inside. And Doug's going to hold him off for this lap. Still fighting to find that bottom. It's not sticking, but the outside's not terrible here off the floor. But Ziggy gets a really good run on the bottom. This might be a spot that Doug's going to have to surrender to Ziggy here if he can't start finding some grip. Really swings around the outside. He might have gotten him there. Gonna try to pin it back down to the bottom, and he'll hold on to the spot. Ziggy running 20th. Jared here just outside the top 20, along with Rod Weston, Ben White. Brian Phillips back here. That's the pace car. John Cheeseman running much further back in the bike. Chauncey Redmond Jr. well back here. He was hoping for more. They need to maybe get that thing adjusted on their first pit stop. That might turn it around for him. Roger Whitman back here too. Not where we're used to seeing him run. 35th at the moment. Fraction 34th at the line. Nate Moorhead's back here. So is Reno Jackson. That rookie's been stellar, but this race not looking his way. Glenn with his damage running here right on the back of the field, not making any progress. It's kind of hoping that we'd see him work his way through the field, give us something to watch, but he's gone nowhere since the pit stop. Had a good qualifying effort, but is now running Halen Charlie. Stephen Davis at the front, 3-second lead. JT fighting with Zach here, but just cannot make the move happen. Gonna try again into 1 and 2. GoDaddy machine on the Ford Performance Mustang. But that Mustang is making it work. So brought Joe Folson up to the back of this battle. It also brought Farrell up to him. They're checking each other up and bringing the rest of the field in, but they're just letting Stephen Davis play. Gap now nearly 4 seconds. Dead heat between Miller and Armstrong at the start-finish line. They're just staying side by side, door to door, and letting the rest of the field come to them. It's going to be more than a 4-second gap, I'm sure. 4.4. They're going the wrong way. Armstrong's finally around Miller. Now Miller's got to deal with Folsom. Armstrong's going to see if maybe he can start closing this gap and make a race of it up the front. Folsom 007 Montreal Canadiens Pontiac trying to get around this Mustang, but it's just too strong on the outside for him here off the floor. Armstrong not really making any time on the leader either, but he is getting away from this battle. See Spike sitting there in the 8th spot. He's holding on in the top 10. It's been a good run for him so far tonight. Let's hope he keeps it up. And these guys battling up here, just bringing cars to him. JT made about a 10th that lap. Makes you wonder if Miller was holding everybody up there. Or just him. See if he can get up there and catch the leader. Battle's now probably going to be for third for the time being, but Miller's kind of settling in now. And Beresford, Molitor Hill here having a little bit of a battle just outside the top 10. Battle for the 13th spot. I do think that Beresford is slowly fading back here though. They saw right on his bumper. Just get the run off and through the middle there though. It's a clear hill. We're back at the 13th and here comes Desai to try to take that spot away from the 66 machine. Field getting awful strung out. Glenn has finally moved by Stump and Barber. Barber had an excellent qualifying session, just had no pace in the race. Hill going going backwards here. Desau's got the spot. Desau will now start looking at the slightly damaged car of Adam Beresford, looking for another spot in the order. We quickly near the 1/4 distance mark. 41 laps in the book. Ooh, Beresford got really high there for 1-2. Here comes Desau with a run into turn 3. I think he's going to clear him at the apex. He is clear. Here comes Molitor Hill trying to follow him through. But Hill doesn't get the same run down the front stretch that Desau had on Beresford down the front. Battle just ahead of him between York and Stout. Looks like Stout's going to hold it for now. Couple of white and blue machines here, fighting it out hard and fast. Berry's moved himself up into the top 10. And it looks like Stephen Davis is starting to pull away again. He's not very far off the back of the field. We'll see if that slows up his progress when he gets there. And it looks like Miller does have the better of Olsen. Armstrong no longer catching Davis. I think once crew got on the phone to Stephen there and told him, hey, they're sorted out and Armstrong's got a little more pace, he just dug a little deeper, found that little bit that he was keeping in reserve, and laid on the coals, brought the gap back out. Maybe starting to settle back into a ride phase, though. No need to burn up your equipment. Farrell takes a look on Polson. Gonna try to roll the center. Polson's gonna have a little bit of a run off, but if Farrell can stuff it down into one here and slide up in front of him, that'll do it. Sends it off into the corner. Farrell's got him. Now Parker's gonna look to the inside. Can't let any good opportunity to make a pass go to waste. Here comes Phil Parker in the Dr. Kelp 79 Chevy SS. He's gonna clear the 07. Polson down 2 spots in a lap and a half. It's going to drop him to 6th and elevate Parker up to 5th spot. Take a look a little further back. Still a battle here between the 58 and the 22, and a battle once more between the 1 and the 18. Beresford wants to get that spot back. Battle here just outside the top 10. Battle for 13th. Yeah, Beresford's car just doesn't seem like it's quite as strong as it was before the incident with Glenn. But he certainly came out of it better than Glenn did. See if we can go back and find the 54 machine. Here he is. Glenn way back in the 40th spot now. Just not finding it easy to pick his way through the field. A lot of top contenders back here that really should be running better. We got Broderick Whitman back in the 35th. That's not going to be a good finish for him. Not a good spot right now for Inkman either. Steve Inkman running 38th. These guys should be doing better. Nate Moorhead back here too. Not a good point state for these guys. As Stephen Davis is about to catch Tom Barber to start putting cars a lap down, we're just beyond the 1/4 distance. First car that Stephen Davis is going to catch is going to be the 27 here of Tom Barber. Looking at fastest lap so far today, Stephen Davis has a 22.037 as the fastest. The second fastest lap tonight was out of Phil Parker. Parker currently running 5th, and Stephen Davis with a massive 5.5 second lead over the field. catching the back sections of this field. We'll see how much that slows him down. Might allow the rest of the field to close in on him a bit. He didn't that lap. Firmly caught the 27, gonna take a peek to the inside. Door to door with him into turn 1. Tom Barber will be the first car 1 lap down. Straight by him, 35. Slight time loss on that previous lap, but not much of a check up there for Davis if he made that move. Back out to 5 3/4. There's a lot more traffic coming ahead of him. When he starts getting into this heavier traffic, that might be where JT needs to close this gap. Now here in the 6 seconds, he's catching the 9 and takes a stump. Takes a peek, stump closes it off. Davis up at least for half a lap here. We'll go up to our eye in the sky. Kind of gives you a different vantage point down on the track of what these gaps look like. Now an over 6-second lead. Davis is going to look to the inside. Jacob's got nothing else to do but let him have it. And that is a second car a lap down. Next victim will be Glenn. Glenn, who was running in the top 10, telling us without Beresford. Very disappointed that he just can't seem to get the car going. Must be more damage than it looks like. Here comes Stephen Davis up on his bumper. Not this time into 3, but he's right there on him. They're a little racier up ahead of Glenn here, too. Davis just needs to take his time. It does not help him to get into a wreck with a lap car here. Sure, he might lose a little bit of time being patient, but you lose a lot more time if you get too impatient. He's going to pop out here. He's there. He's going to try to make a move on Glenn this time to 1 and 2. Not quite going to clear him at the center, so he's going to need to be good on the brakes here into 3 to get the job done. Glenn sails it in, trying to fight for the spot. A yellow right now could save Glenn. But Stephen Davis just looks a little stronger. Go figure. The guy who's leading the race by 6 seconds is a good car. And Glenn now a lap down. Grant Lyde will be the next victim of that 82 Craftsman machine. Davis misses the bottom there a little bit, but so do the cars behind him. He's going to get a good run off from that. Taking a peek, he's there. And he's going to take the spot on track from Grant. Grant now down a lap. Just, he's being very patient, not doing anything too silly. The gap is still very strong. And it is worth mentioning that JT will have to pass all these guys too. Coming up on the 1/3 distance mark this next time around. Nate gonna fight him here a little bit. Nate's in the top 20 in points. Really would like to see a caution so something can happen to him here before he loses the lap. Because a finish like this and being a lap down early will basically guarantee a poor finish. It's not going to help him in staying in the top 20 points. Now at 1/3 distance, Stephen Davis has led every lap so far. Just needs to get a few more and he'll be guaranteed the bonus points for leading the most. Right there on the bumper of that 10 car. Well, the three of them nearly ran into each other there in turn one. Kind of getting a little stymied now trying to get around this 10 car. Gap's starting to come down, but he's got 4 cars of buffer and 5 seconds to play with. Gonna send it a little higher there. See if he can get the run off. Yeah, not much of a run there. Not even into the heaviest of the traffic either. There's some real racy cars up ahead of this group. Can't wait forever, but there we go. He's taking a look. Not quite there, but Moorhead gets his eyes up in the mirror, slides up the track a little. Davis might get him here into 3. Davis there alongside him, noses ahead, and Nate goes down a lap. Steve Inkman next on the docket. JT is just about to catch Tom Barber. He's now got the gap under 5 seconds. Back of the field here is pretty strung out though. And Stephen Davis will pull the gap back out again. This JT has caught Barber back there. Looking for a spot here to make a move on Inkman. Hasn't found one yet. He's got Inkman, Jackson, and Isaac Grove up ahead of him here. And a little bit of a gap between Pat Whitman. He's gonna have a look at Inkman here into 1. Inkman not having much that he can fight back with, and that job is done. Inkman will slap. Up next will be the young rookie, Reno Jackson. Been very impressive most of the season, but tonight's one not really representative of the kind of season he's had. Gap ballooning back out here for Stephen Davis as JT starts to get the traffic back behind all this. Ooh, Davis misses the corner and the caution is out. Big pile up on the backstretch. Cars still getting involved. Guys aren't slowing down. Isaac Growth just got hammered. What is happening back here? Got Jack Painter blowing smoke, the 36 up in smoke. Still hearing cars hit stuff. A lot of trouble on the backstretch. We're going to have to see a replay, find out what has transpired on the backstretch. Alright, looks like we found the root cause. Dwight York lost the motor down the front stretch as he slows, trying to get down the track. He's going to get hit by the 22, who's going to get collected himself. 22 sitting there when the 7 comes around, and guys just not checking up, driving into the back of each other. And then the leader's going to come through and get really lucky that that car miraculously disappeared. Thought I hit play. There we go. A lot of cars involved in that one. Yeah, they were still wrecking for quite a long time there. In fact, it looks like we've had a possible secondary incident as cars trying to get to the pit lane. A lot of carnage there. And obviously a number of vehicles eliminated from contention. And we then did have pit stops. We'll cycle back and see how those pit stops have gone, and then we will update you on the retirements from the race. Pit road was open for Stephen Davis as he came around. And looks like we got most of the field that are going to be takers on this opportunity. Stephen Davis with a nice big gap. They hadn't quite caught him. Be surprised if he doesn't come out as the leader. Keeping an eye to see if there was anybody that stayed out. Just before halfway, we've had a big incident on the backstretch. Guys just not paying attention to their spotters. Spotters not talking. Connor Babel into the pits with a lot of smoke. And Stephen Davis did get off the pit road first. Retirements from all of that. Connor Babel blew a motor. Troy Torgerson done. Ryan Phillips done. Dwight York done. Ron Stout done. Chad Glass and Jack Painter all done for the day after that incident. Stephen Davis resumed his lead. Don't even think he actually lost it on that pit stop. We'll see if anybody's been able to make some adjustments to their car that might give them something to worry about. Work our second caution period of the day. Lights go out on the pace car. We're going to get them doubled up. Handful of lap cars will line up on the inside here. We've got Tom Barber, Chauncey Redmond Jr., Steve Inkman, Glenn Kaufman, Isaac Groth, Jacob Stump, Nate Moorhead, John Van Til, and Grant Blythe all down a lap starting on the inside. And I think Grant and John are actually going to be 2 down once we get going here. Pace car will be heading in. Pace car peels off. Into the restart zone, and green once more from Richmond. Wow, those 82 and 83 cars are slow. Let's keep an eye on this. This has the chance to end in tears. We're looking 4 wide off the corner. Boys, Sam Smart, don't do that. 4 wide contact. They're pushing on each other. Everybody keeps going. 4 wide down the front stretch. They're going by this guy on both sides. That 82 is running maybe on 6 cylinders at the best. Bobby Farrell's moved himself up into second. They're staying a little better with Stephen Davis on this restart. I just want to make sure that we don't have a big wreck here at the back while we're bunched up. Gonna push Grant all the way up to the top of the track. Just going by him like he's standing still. Levinson way towards the back after getting stuck behind this car. He was up towards the front in contention. Not looking good to be this far back though. But it looks like everybody will get around the lap cars. We'll go back at the front. We see Bobby Farrell more or less staying with Stephen Davis now, so that pit stop seems to have helped that 42 car. Still think Stephen Davis is going to be the guy to beat tonight. As Zach Miller moves himself up into the third spot. See if they've got that car handling to his liking, see if he can charge up. Well, Miller made time that lap. Here comes Farrell all over the back of Davis now. Dominance of that 45 car might be waning. Good run for 3 and 4 for him, though. Might just be a longer run car. Maybe doesn't quite have it on the short run. Starting to stretch his legs now. Farrell's starting to get smaller in the mirror for him. Miller's still closing a little bit, but not closing quick, and he's got a car in the way if he wants to get there. He's going to definitely lose time when he has to fight this 42. But a lot more evenly matched, this group at the front, than they were before that pit stop. Definitely some improvements made to some cars in the field here. They're staying with him. And we know there's at least 2 really slow lap cars that we'll see at some point. Davis a little high there off the corner. Needs to lead just a few more laps to nail down the bonus points. Under a blanket, we've got Stephen Davis, Bobby Farrell, and Zach Miller. JT Armstrong coming into the picture now. Got Philip Parker back there. That 6 car in the shot is actually the lap car of Steve Inkman. It's a shame he wasn't on the lead lap when the yellow came out. He's actually got a good car now. As we run, there are 26 cars on the lead lap. Roger Whitman, last car on the lead lap. Ouch. Coming up on halfway, Davis just needs to lead a couple more times by the start-finish line, and he'll get some bonus points. Begins lap 100. Starting to pull a little bit of a gap now on the 42 and the 30. 42 might be starting to hold everybody up there. Alright, Stephen Davis at halfway. If he leads at the end of this lap, he will have nailed down the bonus points. He would love to lead all the way to the finish and get maximum points today. We'll see if it's on the cards for him. And no matter what happens from here on out, Stephen Davis has led the most laps today. Let's jump actually forward, so the 82 is about the middle of the backstretch. Right on board with Zach Miller. See what he's seeing out the front of this car. Forward is number 42, K&N Air Filters Chevy Camaro of Bobby Carroll. An abnormal scheme, honestly, in that it's not a symmetrical scheme. It's a cool one. We got a couple of non-symmetrical schemes in the series. And we've got the 40 car down on pit road. Chauncey Redmond Jr. Cloud of smoke off of that car. And it's done for the day. It's going to make it a 35th spot finish for Redmond tonight. Miller closing out on the back of his 42. Looking for a way around. Leader coming up to catch the 82. Put him another lap down. That car is slow and well off the pace. Davis hoping that he catches him at an opportune spot. He doesn't get too checked up past him. Davis starting to stretch out. He's got a second now on second place. Now look at how close Miller is to the back of this 42. Feels like a move is coming soon. Davis clears the lap car. Miller tries for the over-under. It's a good run down the back. He's taking a look. He's there. Hanging tough on the outside. And the lap car is going to get used as a pick to finish that move. JT Armstrong is going to try to follow him through. And JT also gets around with a pick from that 82 machine. Let's see if Miller can close in on the leader now. Gap now at a second and about a third, we'll call it. Gap comes down a little bit. Armstrong and Miller right with each other. Stephen Davis in their sights, not getting away, but that car's been awful strong today. And we've got a problem. The 5 car grinding to a halt. Something wrong with that machine. It's going to come to a stop on the front stretch, right about at Victory Lane. Place you'd like to stop, but not right now. And they're going to have to push that car back to the pits, and for some reason we're able to stay green. Sim racing logic, right? So that's going to be one less contender in tonight's race. Stephen Davis now has one less good car to beat, and he's now pulling away from Miller once more. And with that, that's actually moved Ziggy Moonglow up into the 10th spot. Finally up into the top 10. And JT Armstrong goes down a lap. Keep an eye to see if he gets going, or if that is in fact going to be day done for the 5 machine. Now 2 laps down. He is going again. But whatever it was fixable. And he gets going just ahead of the leader. Drops to 33rd, but he's got 32nd there in front of him. The car's not too badly hurt. Got the leader hot on his tail, so the car doesn't quite sound full song, but he might have enough for that 83 to at least get another spot tonight. Davis starting to pull away again. You can hear from the engine notes that go by that camera how much stronger the 45 is down the straightaway. Miller's closing every few laps. He gets a bunch, then he loses a little, then he gets some more. Just don't know that he's got anything for him. Well, JT's caught Van Thiel, so he's going to try to get that spot at least. If we get any more, he's basically going to have to do it the hard way. Well, Davis is going to catch Van Thiel. Really needs to get him here before the turning point. And he will. That'll keep him from getting too checked up. Well, Van Thiel sends it in. It's not going to let Davis get the run off he'd like to get. In fact, Van Thiel really hung the high line. Having no power will let you do that. And you basically full throttle Richmond. It makes you notice what the car will do. About 2/10 gained there for Zach Miller. But he's going to have to negotiate the same traffic. Got 18 fading to the back of the lead lap. Where we'd expect to see Cristiano De Sa running. And Stephen Davis starts to stretch it back out again. Miller's going to get around Van Thiel, but I think he lost some time that lap. Certainly lost some time. Let's see what the tape line. Lost about 3/10 there. He needs to make this pass happen and get gone. JT's going to go around De Sa. De Sa seeming to be struggling with something wrong on that car. See if we can get a pit reporter down there and find out if it's just handling or if something's amiss. Let's see, in clean track now, is Miller making any sort of impression? Yeah, gained another 10th. Maybe if he could string together a few good laps and get up here, but he's having a hard time running the pace that Davis can run consistently. But I think he's our best chance to see anybody unseat Stephen Davis, who's led every lap so far. Bit of traffic. De Sa's got clean track ahead of him, but it looks like not too far up the road we got a big gaggle of cars. Miller gained another 10th. De Sa's going to be a little bit of an assistance here. saw down a lap. He actually gained time that lap. Go figure. Yeah, I don't think Armstrong's car is hurt any at this point. He drove away from the leader. I don't know that tires would have mattered that much. Not 100% sure that they can go all the way to the end. I think they can, because it seems reasonable to do a little more than, what, about 130 laps? Seems like a reasonable amount to do on fuel. Maybe not what you want to do on tires. This Grant Light's going to chop off the 45 here. He's going to have to turn it down the track and get under him here. You know, 210 lost that lap. But Miller's having to deal with Desa back there. I just don't know that anybody can get to Stephen Davis unless he makes a mistake or has something happen. Well, Miller gets a nice clean run straight by that 82 machine. That'll help him. Well, now he's going to have to fight into the center of the corners, of course. I say something, it can't be true. Let's see what the gap is at the line. It was 1 second last time around. I think it might have come out a little bit. Yep, came out 0.2. More ahead now for Davis to deal with. Nate's already 1 lap down. This is 2. A little bit of rear end damage on that 10 car. Miller closed again that lap. His best friend is his 10 car. If his 10 car can really make Steven earn it. But it looks like Davis is going to get him here into 3. Yep, that's job done. It's Nate 2 laps down now. Now what Miller needs is for him to just get the heck out of the way. Within a second, but just he needs to get this kind of gap with no traffic between he and the leader. So it looks like there's a decent-sized gaggle forming up ahead of the leader. No, maybe not. There had been at one point, but the field is pretty spread out at this stage. Garcia is coming up to catch our lead lap cars. He's going to be catching the tail end of the lead lap. Those guys are going to be a little stronger than he's caught so far. Got Raines and Beresford fighting over the last car in the lead lap. And Miller just sitting here about a second behind him. He needs to get around Nate here. We had a car leaving the pits there. I'm not sure who that was. I think it might have been pushed down to the side. It was suddenly 2 laps down. He was struggling with some sort of issue. Alright, so Miller's cleared the lap traffic. He's now within a second. Let's see if he can close. He's closing it up. And there's a gaggle of 4 ahead of the leader. That gaggle might help determine how this battle goes. Even more time comes out of the lead. I think Steven's going to be looking in that mirror here. It's about a car length. It's 47 fuels in. Yeah, I don't know if they can make it on fuel then. 47 at the pit. Quarter of a second. Miller's there. Miller trying to hook the apron. I don't know if that line worked for him that time. doesn't get a good run down the front stretch from the looks of it, and he lost time that lap. He tried something, I'll give him that. It didn't work, but he tried it. Miller's starting to fade. He might have used up the tires. If there is going to be another pit stop required for fuel, being the first one to do it, if it cycles through, is going to be advantageous. Because you will get the bonus of new tires. And probably, I think the undercut's going to work if anybody is having a pit. We'll see. I've only seen a couple of cars go to the pits. So it may just be for other issues. Davis caught the traffic. Let's see if this lets Miller come up to him. Goes to the inside of Beresford. Beresford has been nursing damage since an early incident with Glenn. And Miller closed about a 10th because of the traffic. Beresford really fighting to stay on the lead lap here. He's doing quite well at it too. Gonna try to chop the nose of the 45, but 45 was too committed. That would have been a wreck had he finished that chop job. Bringing Miller up to him. Beresford holding him off for now. Real gaggle of cars forming ahead of us. Closes a little bit that lap. You can see it, but he just can't quite get there. As Davis is going to take a look, I think. Looks again. Tries to sail it in there. I think he's going to get Beresford this time. Beresford tries to fight back, but there's nothing doing that time. Miller needs to get him here. Beresford goes well out of the way. Lets Miller have it. Miller right on the bumper of the leader now. It's the closest I've seen anybody in a while. One little bobble here from Davis, and Miller might become the second leader of the day. Miller's going to take a high line into the corner. And I don't think that's going to work unless he gets a stellar runoff. And a mediocre runoff. Just trying to find grip somewhere, find anything, and he's just not finding it. You can't get by him if you sit in the tire tracks, admittedly, but we're coming up on 3/4 distance. Big string of cars up ahead of us. Reigns will be the next car to get lapped. Seen much of the slow pieces of junk, have we? Yeah, Miller's starting to fade again. He'll get up to him and then he drops back and they get like, I think he needs Davis to get into some sustained bad traffic if he wants to have a chance at it. Checking up the whole group ahead of the leader, but that gap to Miller's growing. Miller's not even getting away from Beresford now. 42 might thin the group out, actually. At least get them single file. Might make a couple of these passes easy for Davis if he's lucky. Luthle's stuck behind the lap car. Now Luthle's got the leader all over him. And Miller heads to the pits, so we will see more pit stops today. 3 wide off into turn 1 with a slow piece of junk on the high side. So the question is, how many more laps does Stephen Davis go before he comes to the pit lane? Because I think everybody will then be pitting if you see Miller cut. Did scoring just break? I think we've had a handful of cars come next week forever to show Miller going off the top 10. So what Miller needs is for this to stay green, cycle through. Because not only is this lap traffic going to check up Stephen Davis, but Miller's now going to have fresh tires and be able to go. There goes the 86 to the pits. I believe the 42 may have pitted. Not 100% sure on that. Stephen Lowe's moved up into second. 79's in the pits. Yeah, I think Davis at this point needs to run as long as he can, so he just has fresh tires after these guys might have burned his off, but I don't think he would be the leader when he comes out. And we got Whitman heading to the pit lane. I think that was Cheeseman in too. Moonglow and Parker on their way out of the pit lane. Yeah, these guys are banking on it staying green. A yellow would turn this race on its head and probably hand Stephen Davis a win. I like a strategy race. We don't have a lot to see right now. We can watch the leader, because we won't really know where anybody else is until we see some more leaders pit. No takers that time around in this group. So this traffic cannot be helping Davis try to maintain the spot once he comes out. Parker, I believe, yeah, Parker's already pitted. Whoa, that was tight. Thought we were about to get a yellow there. Parker needs to get around these guys. He needs to make hay with those tires we can. Feels like the lap times are just dying for guys who've stayed out. I mean, you sort of made your bed now. You gotta stay out as late as you can. Try to just stop short. You're gonna take tires. They're gonna be good at the end, but you may even consider not taking tires around the stop if you stay out too much longer. Parker with fresher tires. He's going to try to work his way around these guys as quick as he can. Because getting stuck behind him is not going to help the strategy at all. Haven't seen much action in the pits. We do have a very split strategy here. Parker would have liked to have unlapped himself here. Well, he might be able to do it on the high side. Parker's going to get one of his laps back. Here comes Ziggy up on this group. He's got fresh tires. Where's Ziggy gonna go? Not really a lane for him here. Might be able to get to the bottom here. So close to contact going to that corner. Not a good spot, I guess, for the spotters to call out. This is just a nasty gaggle of cars. The guys who pitted just want to get through them and get gone. The leader would like to get through the lap cars in this group too and try to find some clean track. Where is Miller running? Miller is 19th, one lap down. And if everybody were to pit and do the exact same thing in the pit lane, I think he would cycle the lead now, but I don't think that's what we're going to see. We've gone so long. We're inside 30 to go. But I think we have guys that may be trying to make it. Now look at Parker just getting gone from this group. There goes Ziggy going around him on the high side. Second place is closing in. Stephen Lowe's getting there. This group has really not helped Stephen Davis in it. He may actually lose the lead without pitting. I see Miller in that gaggle just a little bit behind him. Yeah, there's Miller and Whitman with fresher tires coming quick. Look at how clear this group of guys with tires have got. Yeah, we're going to have a battle for the lead here in a minute. Here comes Stephen Lowe, and Ziggy is ground to a halt on the front stretch. So there goes Ziggy out of contention. Bunch of guys holding their breath to see if that'll be a yellow. Doesn't look like it will be. Nope, we stayed green. Miller needs to get through this traffic quickly. Come Whitman and Miller to try to get through all this. Stephen Lowe coming up on the leader. Whitman's going to probably shuffle him too. That's going to put Broderick to one lap down. Miller can get around him. He'll go to one unlap down, and then a yellow isn't really the end of the day for him. But he needs to get through this traffic that he's now enveloped in. He's going to park himself behind Van Peel, which won't help him with that at all. Laps winding down. These guys may be staying out the long run, or they may have decided that, yeah, strategy, we'll have some more cars in the pits, so maybe there's some more stops. But these guys have got to be gas only here at the end. Which means that I think Miller and all of them will still have a tire advantage. But Stephen Lowe's now faded back now that Davis has got through the traffic. Here comes Miller to try to get his lap back on track. It'll at least mean if a yellow comes out here at the end, it doesn't end his day. Look at that, he's right there with Miller already. Miller's going for a move on Jackson. Come on, Miller. Do it. Get him. Come on, Zach. You gotta get around this car. Not doing it. Can only be so patient here. We're inside 20 to go. You gotta pop out. Here comes Desa up on the back of this too. I think Cheeseman, Desa, and Miller all have fresher tires than the leader. There we go. Miller's going to get in there. Miller will unlap himself. Honestly, I think we want to watch Miller try to come through here because he is now 14th correction, now 13th. Tail end of the lead lap, trying to come all the way around the field in 15 laps. Ooh, contact. All still going straight, but that was a little sketchy. He's going to try to use the outside now on Brian Lowe, and he's going to do it. And he's going to sail off into one on the inside of Scarberry, move himself up to the 11th spot. Can he gain 20-some odd seconds? I just don't know if Stephen Davis is going to have to pit or not. He's caught 10th now. He's going to need to make quick work of him. Not very many laps to go. That's going to move Miller up to 10th. Is not going to help him here. $20 seconds back, 12 to go for the leader, so 12 to go next time around. He's got to make like 2 seconds a lap. I don't see that happening, especially not with traffic that he's going to have to go through. Well, that was almost 2 seconds, but he's going to have traffic to contend with, and I think that's going to end any hope here. But anybody that pits here, he's got him dead to rights. Yeah, the traffic's, I think, going to be what does him in. $16.9, yeah, he's not gaining fast enough. There's just too many cars out here in the way. Glenn's going to get out of the way. He's not going to gain 3 seconds this lap for sure. Yeah, barely gained that lap. That's going to be another spot though. Not going to get Tex here, and that's going to check him up. He's going to come up short at this rate. But if these guys don't have enough fuel and do actually have to pit, that'll be what he needs. To get around Isaac here. Sail it on in there. Yeah, he doesn't have enough time. Another 5 or 10 laps, he'd have it. Cheeseman might actually be quicker than he is, but I don't know if that'll matter. 12-9. There's just not enough laps left for this to work. Got her on the 7 pretty well, though. Top 5 might be on offer, but I don't think he's going to get the win. 5 to go next time around. He needs them to have to pit. That's the only chance he's got now. But I think they're trying to stay out to the end. Got it under 10 seconds. Stephen Davis, where did he go? There he is. He's in this gaggle of traffic. So now as he in traffic, he's on old tires. But the laps are just ticking away too quickly, I think, for Miller to do anything about it. Eight seconds. He's not going to get 8 seconds in a handful of laps. He needs these guys to run out of gas, but Stephen Davis looks like he's going to try to lead flag to flag here. The alternate strategy just doesn't have enough laps to make it matter. 3 to go. 6 seconds. Yeah, he gains 2 seconds a lap. He'll get there at the end. But he's got to get through all this traffic. It's just not going to happen. 2 to go at the line here. He did gain 2 seconds that lap. He's not going to do it for these last 2. It's not going to happen. Nobody's going to get to Stephen Davis now. The only thing that beats him is himself. White flag in the air. Stephen Davis just needs one more time around Richmond. Miller might actually get himself up into the top 5 here. Stephen Davis coming through 3 and 4. He's glad this wasn't a 205 lap race, that's for damn sure. Checkered flag in the air. Stephen Davis will win at Richmond. Let's see if we can find where. And Zach came back to finish P5. I thought that strategy was going to work out for him, but a bunch of guys were able to stay out. Your final running order: Stephen Davis, Stephen Lowe, Jared Mogart, Bobby Farrell, Zach Miller, Dave Daniels, Joe Polson, Rod Weston, Tex Perry, and Molitor Hill round out the top 10. Nigel Ramaswamy in 11th, Rob Scarberry 12th, Ben White 13th, Stephen Lowe 14th, Phil Parker 15th, Doug Spark 16th, Broderick Whitman in 17th, Dylan Luthley 18th, Reno Jackson 19th, Adam Beresford 20th. Then we got Desa, Groth, Kaufman, Stump, Rains, Levinson, Barber, Armstrong, Cheeseman, Moorhead, and the final few running: Van Thiel, Lyde, issues for Ziggy, and tons of problems for Steve Inkman. He was in the pits for a very long time there. At the end, they never did get the car going. All right, gentlemen, ladies and possible gentlemen, sure. Let's get some points. And let's see, next week we've got Darlington, so that'll be a bit different than what we've just seen for sure. Putting... Alright, and our current points. Jared Mogard continues to lead. Rod Weston holds on to second. Phil Parker moves up to third, displacing Ziggy Moonglow. Then we got Daniels and Brian Lowe holding spot. Joe Polson picks up a spot as Cristiano De Sá loses one. Stephen Lowe up 5 spots. Roger Whitman up 1. Ben White up 1. Bobby Farrell up 5. Chauncey Redmond Jr. drops 3. Dwight York drops 5. Beresford up 1. Cheeseman down 1. Rod Stout back 4. Moorhead, Inkman, and Rains hold positions. Molitor Hill's first car out of the top 20. He is 88 points back of Rains. That gap has been closing little by little. And Rains and Inkman are neck and neck to hold on to that spot. Any movers further back? Reno Jackson picked up 2. Trey Larkin, who missed the show, dropped 2. It's a real shame. He really should have been in the top 20 points were it not for those races he missed. Luthley up 2. Nigel picked up 2. Tony Gunkel lost a few. He missed the show. Stephen Davis picking up a couple of spots. Glenn picking up a few. Tex picks up 5, but, you know, he's not running full season, so that's about all we've got to say. Thank you for your viewership. Have a good night. We'll see you next week at Darlington.